Hi, thanks for stopping by my channel. I'm Ghost Prime, and this is Studio Series Scavenger, not Scrapper, which I always mess up. I always mess up Scavenger and Scrapper all the time. But I just got this guy in. I got him from Hasbro Pulse, and it takes like 2 weeks to get to California from Hasbro Pulse with DHL now. It's annoying.
I hate waiting.
I don't have Mixmaster yet. I'm hoping to find him in store soon. He's pre-ordered, but has not shipped from Hasbro Pulse. So I'm trying to get them here quickly. Anyway, I digress. I'm going to do a versus video in this. We're going to do a box opening first, and then we're going to do a versus between him and the Combiner Wars, or rather the Unite Warriors version of him, and see which one did it better. So anyway, please like and subscribe, and without any further ado, let's get to the review. All right, Scavenger in the packaging. There he is. And it looks good, just like all the other packaging. There's the back, 15 steps, and now we get them open. Instructions. Here is directly out of the package. As I showed, we do get a set of instructions and this little folded up piece of paper, which you're just going to throw away. A Scavenger arm, and a gun, which is hollow on one side, but overall sculpted fairly nice. This could go in his hand. This looks like it goes on his back. We're going to unfold that. Pop that on there. Maybe like that. We'll check it out. Well, yeah, I think it looks pretty decent. Let's get a close-up on that head sculpt. Head sculpt looks good. Red visor, silver paint on the faceplate. It is a really nice head sculpt. You got some silver going on there and some black right there, which kind of looked like the pin in the original. That's funny. Decepticon logo, green. He's wearing purple pants. Looks like the hands are actually painted. If you look at the inside, they're not painted. So the hands are painted a green. Some hollow bits in the legs. There, under the arms. Overall, it's not too bad. Ball joints. Lots of ball joints. Hollow, ball joint, ball joint. Wow, lots of ball joints. Ball joints for the legs. Looks like regular hinges for the knees, swivels for the thighs, ankle tilts, no waist, and paint, green paint there. Detail shows up there. It's hard to see because the way the green is on the camera. But overall, it looks pretty simplistic. Let's bring in the Combiner Wars one and just start this comparison. Now, all these were done by the same creator as Shogo Hasui. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. But they're all done by the same designers. Both of these were. So they get a chance to actually update their designs and maybe even improve them. So we're going to check that out. So, of course, the paint will be different. This is a Unite Warriors. Well, this is a US Hasbro version. This color is matched to the new ones. This is the old ones, which is much more vibrant, yellowy green. I think the head sculpt is actually the same. They both have a great head sculpt. He's wearing much more of a diaper and has shorter legs, or his legs extend and are super long, but again, also hollow, which is a thing with Combiner Wars. He has ball joints in the shoulders and the elbows, just like this. Hollow under there. Well, he's hollow on the inside. No waist rotation on either of them. I think that the backpack packs quite a bit better on him. But overall, there's a lot of similarities between these two. Of course, they're the same character, but even we can see the cockpit. Mechanic right there on the side. Very, very, very similar.
It's the same thing.
I do like the silver details on the legs here, but the legs are looking much more stumpy, where he is kind of spread out, his spread hips and longer legs, giving him a different stance altogether. I love this little bit of paint here. I think that's a nice touch. It seems like they use the same CAD file for these guns. They are exactly the same, just scaled down from one another. Even up to the waffling patterns are exactly the same. So I think they just took the regular CAD and scaled it down for this one. All right, moving on to articulation to see who did the articulation better. Head could look kind of down, turn all the way around. This head, same exact thing. I think this one's on a ball joint. Nope, it's on a mushroom pig. Don't legs stay there. Arms are a ball joint, so you get the full range. So you have the elbows and the biceps. Same ball joint. Same thing here. Full range. Full range. No swivels at the wrists. No swivels at the wrists. No waist swivel on either of them. Legs you kick out. You can bend his knees like that. A stance like that. Falls over. Knees go 90. He has swivels. And also could do the A stance at the ankle. So predominantly the same articulation on either one of them. It's just the proportions are very, very different. So I was going to go through transformation on this because maybe we haven't seen it before, but transformation is exactly the same as the Combiner Wars. There's really no improvement. Maybe a little bit to how these connect here. There's tabs here, and there's a little piece right here that stays connected to this piece, but that's really the only difference. If you transform the Combiner Wars, you've transformed this one. This is how they go. One thing I do want to point out is I have seen people have a QC issue with this part right here, not fitting in here. And where you can see, let's see, it almost looks like mine is a little stress mark there, but it fits pretty well. It's tight. It doesn't come apart. Mine fits, so I'm not sure if this is a second run of them or something. I don't know, but it fits well. But you got a little open part here. You got a port here where let's stick his gun in there. The excavator part could go like that. And overall, it looks pretty good, but you get no wheels. He just sits flat. There he is next to the Combiner Wars one. And now, let's take a close look. This has some sort of wheels on the bottom so you can actually roll it. Here they are from the bottom. As you can see, the major difference on this one is this piece right here, where this piece is connected to this, fits in a slot here, and this just moves straight around. This kind of folds in and moves around. Other than that, it's not a whole lot different. This still has tabs up here. This one has tabs up there. This one holds together a lot better, more sturdy. You can see there's a little bit of improvement there where the hips are wide here, where they're all just kind of just sat into this big block there. But you can even see on the back here. So his fists turn down under, where his are on the side, but they both have tabs here and here. This has a hinge. All right, here they are in arm mode, and really they just look like a tractor with a giant fist on it, which would be cool to see in real life. But here he is in arm mode. Arm moves out like this, moves up and around all the way. Bicep swivel, not quite 90, but it looks like that over there, connects that way. But one thing is, this does not connect, so you got to hold this in. But if you move this out, even I don't know why you do it, that kind of breaks it. It will move that piece out. But overall, the joints on it are really tight. This piece here will snap in here. So when you move this out, it kind of stays. Got the same range on the elbow there, bicep swivel. This one has a ratcheting part, but these legs are super kind of loose and hard to hold. And also moves all around. So this has got the same functionality. So these guys are relatively the same. They connect a little differently. This snaps in. This does not, but it's not really that big of a deal. This has got super tight joints. This one's not that tight of joints. But overall, it's pretty much the same functionality. Crest connects here, crest connects here, connects here, connects here. Sliding joint versus a plug joint. This one's nicer. We'll see how it actually connects all up when I put them all together. Hopefully I'll have Mix Master soon. So if this was a singular release and not just an arm, I would have to say my money would be on this one over this one. But we'll see how they get all together. And then once I do the Mix Master, I'll do a comparison of the entire thing, Devastator against Devastator. Let me know what you think of this guy in the comments and the set as a whole up to this point, and I'll see you in the next review.